Lazarus Effect is the worst kind of movie, and I'll explain why. The Lazarus Effect is directed by David Gelb and stars Olivia Wilde and Mark Duplass. There are a lot of things about this movie that are red flags for most moviegoers. There are always questions about movies that are created and shelved for 2 years, and rightfully so in most cases. Lazarus Effect was actually completed in 2013. It sat on a shelf until 2015. It was originally supposed to be released by Lionsgate Entertainment. It ended up being released, at least domestically, by Relativity Media. Almost universally, a delay of this long is indicative of a lack of faith by the distribution company. There's a drug that they created to hopefully help with Alzheimer's, and it creates new synapses in the brain and is supposed to be a workaround for the devastation that's caused by Alzheimer's. It has unanticipated consequences, and that's what leads to the whole premise of the movie. Lazarus Effect is the worst kind of movie, in my opinion, and I'll explain why. There are movies that are just bad. No matter what you did to Mortal Kombat Annihilation, the second Mortal Kombat movie, it was never going to be a good movie. It was a horrible, horrible movie. Nothing that anybody did would save that movie. And that sucks, but you walk out of it and you're like, that was just a really bad movie. There are movies that you go in and you're invested and you love them. Then there's movies like The Lazarus Effect. The Lazarus Effect, unfortunately, had glimpses of something more. And when you're in a movie and it's a really bad movie, but you see that there's just something there, there's so many things in this movie that could have made it great, but they just weren't followed through on. And that to me is the worst thing that a movie can do, is give you glimpses of what it could have been. You have a movie here that has Olivia Wilde. She's a decent actress, she has potential. And you have her paired with Mark Duplass. You give them a script and put them in a movie where they're not able really to stretch their legs as actors. Now that's not to say that there's nothing good about Lazarus Effect. I enjoyed the cinematography. That's a funny thing to say in a horror movie, really. The director of photography for Lazarus Effect is Michael Fimignari. Now Michael Fimignari also did the cinematography for Oculus. I was really impressed with Oculus. It is a beautifully shot movie. Lazarus Effect is most effective when Olivia Wilde is allowed to play around a bit. There's a part of this movie where Zoe, Olivia Wilde's character, is not herself, but you're not quite sure what that means. She is terrified, and you feel her terror. She does a great job in that period where she doesn't know what's going on and she's afraid of what's going to happen. It's very effective. That's the best part of this movie. Unfortunately, it's only like 20 minutes. 20 minutes out of an 83-minute movie when the beginning takes too long and the ending is a PG-13 version of Carrie. It's not enough to save a movie. In the end, The Lazarus Effect is not a very good movie. It's not something that I would recommend seeing. It's a PG-13 horror movie. Those are kind of hit or miss. The Ring did it phenomenally. Most PG-13 horror movies don't. The best thing that I can say about this movie is Olivia Wilde had some genuinely good moments. Then she goes full Carrie, and you just stop caring. It's not enough to save a movie, and it's not enough to carry the movie. Have any of you seen The Lazarus Effect and disagree with my review? Let me know in the comments below. Also, if you have any suggestions for movies or trailers that are coming up, or things that I might review that are old or maybe you'd like to see, leave them in the comments below or reach out to me at Twitter or Facebook. I'm always looking for feedback, so please don't hesitate to reach out. As always, like if you like, and subscribe if you want to see all of my videos. In this case, I was willing to kind of overlook what was being said about the movie ahead of time, because it doesn't actually have anything to do with the content. Horror movies notoriously don't do well with critics overall.